From having to pay out after a divorce to not paying their taxes to the IRS. Some celebrities see their spending spiral out of control and some just make rash and rather unwise business decisions. Hi, I'm Stacey Taylor and today I'm counting down the top 10 celebrities that made then lost billions. At number 10 we have Lindsay Lohan. Now, Lindsay Lohan is known to be the poster child when it comes to the dark side of fame. The now actress started off her career strongly in the movie Parent Trap as a child and in Freaky Friday and Mean Girls as a young adult. However, she would soon develop a reputation for being difficult to work with, and a film executive would even warn the production company that produced Georgia Rules of Lindsay's bad behavior. Although the actor made millions through her work as an actress, model, and recording artist, Lindsay's legal and personal troubles would soon dissolve and majority of her net worth would be gone. Back in 2012, Lindsay would then have her bank account seized by the IRS, and they claimed the star owed them around $233,000 in back taxes. At this time, the actress was also close to filing for bankruptcy. However, luckily for the star, thanks to her new roles in movies, she is now estimatedly worth around $1.5 million. At number 9 we have MC Hammer. When it comes to a one-hit wonder, MC Hammer is definitely the perfect example. The star would earn his 5 seconds of fame thanks to his success as a pop rap artist for his uber hit You Can't Touch This. Now, this song was the first single by the rap artist to reach the Billboard's coveted diamond status. It also made him popularize shiny Hammer pants. Now, MC Hammer's hit single earned him some serious bank as the star was able to pocket a reported amount of $33 million just off the one song back in 1991. However, due to its over-the-top spending on luxury cars, a recording company, airplanes, and a $30 million home he built from the ground up and sold for $7 million less, it ate away at his fortune. The star would then have to file for bankruptcy, and in 1996, he continued to owe the IRS thousands in back taxes for the next 20 years. If you learn anything from this, it should be don't spend your money all in one place. If you like this video, then please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. At number 8 we have Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson would earn a fortune as an American boxer icon. The boxer was so famous he even inspired a Nintendo video game. However, Tyson would soon begin to struggle with personal and legal issues that would cause his fortune to fizzle up dry. Starting in the late 80s, Mike would go through a divorce and he grew incredibly out of shape, and he even started to lose his superstar image. Not long after, he would be convicted of some charges and would serve 3 years in prison on a 10-year sentence. When the boxer returned, he started to make a comeback, but in 1997, when he bit off a piece of his opponent's ear, it would end his boxing career, and the boxer would then have to file for bankruptcy and retire from the sport. With various media gigs and starring in roles such as Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral and in the animated series Mike Tyson Mysteries, he was able to recuperate some money and is now worth $10 million. At number 7 we have Shia LaBeouf. Now, it's clear Shia has taken more than one wrong turn during his course in his career. Shia started out as Hollywood's next big thing while transitioning from a Disney actor in the movie Holes to a blockbuster heavyweight actor in the movie Transformers. However, his increasingly erratic behavior starting in 2012 led to many to believe he was heading towards a huge mental breakdown. From walking the red carpet one time wearing a paper bag over his head to organizing live art exhibits, it's clear that Shia wasn't living the average Hollywood lifestyle. Compared to some people on my list today, Shia hasn't lost too much of his finances as he's still worth around $25 million. However, his bad behavior and reputation in Hollywood has definitely kept his fortune from growing at a large pace it has in previous years. At number 6 we have Kanye West. Early Tuesday morning, Forbes confirmed Kanye was no longer a billionaire. The last couple of weeks, Kanye has been self-destructing his career, and it ended with him losing his partnership with German sportswear giant Adidas that reportedly left a $1.5 billion dent in his net worth. Now, with Kanye losing his partnership with Adidas, Kanye will only be worth around $400 million when it used to be $3.3 billion. With Kanye losing the deals with Gap, Balenciaga, MRC, Creative Artist Agency, and having Yeezys removed from shelves, what remains of Kanye's massive financial empire stems from real estate, cash, his music catalog, and a 5% stake in his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's shapewear firm Skims. Kanye has been sparking some mad controversies over his WLM movement and his anti-Semitism comments. And it's caused the star not only to lose endorsements, but friends as well. So what do you think about Kanye's situation, and let me know in the comments below. At number 5, we have Liv Tyler. So Liv Tyler lost around $250 million after she was conned by her dermatologist, Maria Perez. Now Maria is one of the leading beauty experts in Hollywood who has worked with some big name clients such as Cher, Anne Hathaway, and Jennifer Aniston. However, Maria was not only interested in taking care of her clients' skin, but she was also really keen on their credit card details. Now the incident would go unnoticed until Liv's manager would notice that the star was getting charged for things she didn't purchase, and it turned out to be her dermatologist doing all the shopping. Later it would be revealed that Liv wasn't the only celebrity conned by the dermatologist, as Cher, Jennifer Aniston, and Anne Hathaway were as well. And this is why you should always check your bank statements, because you never know who's gonna swipe your information next. At number 4, we have Uma Thurman. So the blonde baddie from the Kill Bill saga may seem to be someone you wouldn't want to mess with. However, this star got duped big time when the actress lost $1 million and the culprit was revealed to be her financial planner Kenneth Starr. Uma took things into her own hands after she found out Kenneth used her hard-earned cash, which was intended to pay her taxes and bills. However, Kenneth would use it to buy a Manhattan condo and fund his lavish lifestyle. Uma would storm off into his office and manage to get her money back. However, others weren't so lucky. Before his scam was discovered, the financial planner was able to take $30 million from his clients, and his illegal financial activities caused Kenneth to serve 90 months in prison. At number 3, we have Sting. So British rock star Sting is said to be so downright rich that he didn't even notice that Keith Moore, his financial advisor for 15 years, was stealing from him. Sting hired Keith to handle his portfolio, but Keith carefully took it upon himself to steal money out of Sting's 100 accounts and invest them into various deals, as well as use some of the money to support his lavish lifestyle. Now, Keith would be sentenced to jail for 6 years for stealing $9.8 million from Sting. What's even more shocking is how the rock star didn't even realize the $9.8 million was missing from his account. Since Sting claimed he's never had a mandate to allow Keith to steal millions from him, he was ultimately reimbursed the money back, with interest of course. Near the end of his trial, Sting was pleased that the situation was over. However, he did refuse to comment on whether he was aware of any previous disciplinary actions against Keith before he started doing business with him. At number 2, we have Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro became a victim of a huge New York art scam that would cost the star to lose $88 million. With Robert being a tough guy on and off screen, it's surprising that someone actually had enough courage to con this guy out of millions of dollars. It's said that more than several paintings that were made by Robert's late father were sold without the actor's permission as part of an art scam by a New York gallery. The art salesman and the gallery owner are said to have sold 50 pieces of the artwork in the gallery, and that the paintings made a huge profit for the pair. However, Lawrence wouldn't give Robert any of the money, and then he would then later use the funds to pay for his own debts. Now, these paintings meant a lot to Robert, and he only had them on display so people could enjoy the art pieces just as much as he did. Now, the star did note when he questioned the dealer, he felt as if the dealer was either delusional or deluding himself from the crime, and Robert just didn't have the time for it. At number 1 for today, we have Billy Joel. When he lost $90 million by trusting his ex-brother-in-law, it would become the biggest mistake of his life. In 1989, Billy would join a list of Hollywood celebrities who have lost out on some major dough. Now, some of these celebrities just aren't good with money. However, Billy couldn't exactly be blamed for what happened to him. As soon as Billy started to rack in a lot of money for his countless sold-out concerts, record sales, and music videos, he decided to hire someone to manage his finances. After Billy would separate from Elizabeth Weber, he would go on to get her brother, Frank Weber, to do it for him. Little did Billy know that Frank would take his money and spend millions of it. Frank would use the money to invest in his own company, as well as giving out loans to gas and oil tax shelters, real estate ventures, and even horse breeding facilities. One investment, however, would make it known to Billy of what Frank was doing when a hotel development investment let him know he was liable for any potential losses. Well, that's all for this video today, my little peaches. I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, stay juicy.